So what can you do if you are doing research and you can't find a way of reading the full text of an article? You could be in one of our databases, and despite all the other articles having little full text, links of some kind, you want to read the one that doesn't have any such option. Or maybe there's just this full text finder link. You may have also been trying to search through Google and found an article that sounds really good based on its summary, but then there's these access options that you can't log into, or there's this exorbitant rental or purchase fee for this article that you don't want to have to pay. So what can you do? We start off with this article. If we have this full text finder link, the first thing we want to do is try clicking on that. And this will look at our other databases, possibly online if it's open access, and try and let us know where we may find this article. So notice that with both of these links, it says there's a full text delay of 4 years, but we can see that this article was published in 1998. That was more than 4 years ago, but after 1912, so we'd be pretty good in terms of coverage. So I can click through, and here we are. It loaded up the article, found it for us in JSTOR. Easiest possible outcome. Now we have access to this article, even though it wasn't available over here in Academic Search Complete. But what can you do if an article doesn't have that full text finder link already built into it? Or again, if you're looking at a web page that of course doesn't have any of our options set up on it. So what we want to do is we have another way of accessing full text finder manually, and before we do that we want to make note of what journal this article that we want appeared in. So we're looking for italics. Publications get italicized. So notice this article was originally published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to switch tabs. I'm going to go back to our databases page, and notice at the bottom we have this icon to search for publication title. So I'm going to click on that. I will paste in that journal name. So note again, this is the publication name, not the title of the article, not the author, nothing like that, just this overall journal. I'm going to say search, and this is going to let us know if we have access to this journal at all in any of our databases. So in this case, I strike out because it's kind of got a similar-ish match, but it's not an exact match, so unfortunately we don't have this particular journal. What I would do then is I'm going to click into this article. I'm going to grab this article title, make note of the author, just did a right click. We're going to search for this article title. I'm going to throw in a Sankis and PDF to my search, just because I want to see if this is out here anywhere else with a PDF that I'd actually be able to read. Probably not, just knowing my familiarity with apa.org. Yeah, again, we're seeing this get access. We need to subscribe to it and purchase it. So can we still use this article, or have we come to a full stop here? Depending on how much time you have to wait, there is another alternative at this point. We can do an interlibrary loan request. So from the lonestar.edu homepage, the fastest way of getting there is just to search the website for ILL, for interlibrary loan, and then I'll pull up the link to the form. And we would just want to go through filling this out, name, do need to include your email, and then we'd come down here and we'd fill out all the article information onto this form and hit submit. And what this does is it goes to our Library Technical Services Department, and they will find a library somewhere else in the country that has access to this article, and you'll have a download link emailed to you, usually within a couple business days, to get this article. So really convenient, really easy, still doesn't cost any money, worthwhile to come back to. So let's look at what it looks like when the journal is available through the full text finder. And for that, I'm going to cheat a little bit and just grab the journal name for an article that I know we have. Come back over here. I'm going to paste that in, do a new search. My match, I know, even though it's a little bit longer, I know it has to be a match because of how I got this journal name. And we can see that it's available in 2 different databases from 74 to the present. And we can check over here that, oh yeah, 2013, that would be available. I don't recommend using this search box. It's not as accurate in my experience trying to just search directly there. So what I recommend doing is picking a database. It doesn't really matter which one. We just follow that link through. It shows us the record page for the journal. From this point, you can either browse into 2013 and the issue number, or from here you can click on search within publication. This one is good to use. And so you see it takes us back into the database. It's got this little flag on the journal name. And I'm going to go to advanced search, and I'm going to look for that article title. So this is limiting my search to the journal name. I could specify this as the title field, but obviously it wasn't necessary in this case because it's so specific. And then here I'd be able to finish clicking through the PDF full text to read the article itself. And from this point I could download it to save locally, or I could email it to myself as usual. So in summary, those are your 4 basic steps to go through when trying to track down the full text of an article that doesn't seem to be available right away. Check to see if there is a full text finder link right there with the article itself. Manually go through the full text finder looking for the publication name. If it's not available there, try doing a Google search to see if it's been shared anywhere freely. And finally, if it's not in any of the above places, put in an interlibrary loan request in order to have that article emailed to you. If you have troubles with any of these steps, or you're not sure you're going about it the right way, please feel free to contact the librarians and we will be happy to work with you on tracking down the article or otherwise helping you find an alternative.